but I was smarter than most, and I could choose. Learned to talk like a man on the 6 o'clock news. When I was 18, Lord, I hit the road. But it really
10-6.
.1060 KGFX is proud to bring you coverage of area high school sports. To hear this broadcast online, log on to drgnews.com. Now, with the pregame, here's Brian Oakland.
Well, a very good Friday afternoon, early evening, everybody, and happy holidays as we bring you a night of high school basketball. Just one game from the all-new Kadoka High School gym as the Kadoka area Lady Cougars will welcome in the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes. Regional high school basketball on KGFX and drgnews.com this evening. And we do have the YouTube stream up and running. Watch this game, see it as well as hear it with our YouTube live feed, which you can subscribe to KGFX 1060 channel at youtube.com. You'll see it right there, and you'll be able to, again, see this game as well as hear it with all of our broadcasts on the Dakota Radio Group this season. Brian Oakland along with Jeff Duncan back in studio, and our coverage of high school basketball brought to you tonight by McDonald's and First Dakota National Bank, by Avera St. Mary's Hospital and the Stanley County Booster Club. Tonight's game is also brought to you by Fromm's Hardware Hank of Kadoka, and it's brought to you in part by Bank West, Bottom Line Welding, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Insurance and Real Estate, and Oahe Federal Credit Union. Tonight's game brought to you within the broadcast as well by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, the Boyd Konzemius Agency, American Family Insurance, by Teton River Traders Gun Shop, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Lynn's Dakota Mart, CHS Midwest Cooperatives, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto in Pierre. Keeping you up to date with the Wagner Auto scoreboard at the end of each of our quarter breaks when we give you that from Wagner Auto in Pierre, the one place to go. Well, here in the holiday break, and both teams coming in with 5 games under their belts. They'll get this one during the break. They'll start school up again by next weekend, and they'll be back at it once again with plenty more basketball still to come. Two teams that have opposite records, unfortunately. The Stanley County Buffs, Lady Buffs, have the 1-4 mark. Now, they did get their first victory of the season last week on Tuesday night. Good come from behind effort against Jones County. They did go up to Harriet Selby and fell to the Lady Wolverines on Thursday night, 57-30. That brings them in to this contest with that 1-4 mark. Kadoka area, meanwhile, lost their first game of the season to Faith, but they have reeled off 4 in a row, and in pretty impressive fashion too, as their last win was over at White River last Thursday night, 60-51. White River, a team that is showing a lot of promise. They've got some new people that have really added to their ability and their success level that we expect this year, although they were missing one that night, but still 60-51, a good win for Kadoka area. They are on a bit of a roll, but we'll see how they manage this holiday break schedule as well. We've got plenty to talk about with starting lineups and game officials coming up, but of course we will begin with keys to success in our broadcast, getting a chance to talk with both head coaches. We'll hear from Dylan Morrow of Kadoka area in a little bit, and Adam Dannenbring will begin our keys to success from Stanley County before we go to break. However, we would remind you on your way to or from the games and during this holiday season, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you to always plan a designated driver and avoid a kiss with death, especially leading into New Year's Eve. That reminder from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety. We'll take a 60-second break, and our keys to success begin with Adam Dannenbring of the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes. You're listening to Regional High School Basketball on KGFX and drgnews.com.
What does your morning sound like? That's Daddy's little man.
Morning, Dad. Grabbed your usual from Mickey D's.
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Get 2 delicious sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches for just $4. At participating McDonald's cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
As one of Valspar's most advanced paint and primer products, Valspar Pristine offers luxurious color, single coat coverage, and an extra advantage: clean science technology. Pristine was specifically engineered to repel dirt and resist stains, so it retains a smooth, clean finish over the years, even after repeated washing and scrubbing. Stop by Fromm's Hardware and Plumbing in Kadoka and see their fine display of new Valspar Pristine paint, available in matte, satin, or gloss finish.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank's Hardware, Hank.
All right, let's talk keys to success in the holiday season with Adam Dannenbring, the head coach for Stanley County. And coach, before Christmas, you had a couple of games. You got your first win against Jones County, which is good to see it come from behind overtime effort. So I think confidence starting to build a little bit, even though you went to Harriet Selby and they got you pretty good. But I think from game 1 through game 5 so far, this is what we've talked about. You're seeing some improvements, and that's what you're looking for right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And and it's been little things here and there. We're starting to get breaking the press a little bit, and today will be a really good test to see like how far we've come with breaking the press and maybe taking care of the basketball. Our goal for our team has been to keep our turnovers at under 20. In the last 2 games, we've been at like 24, so we're getting closer. I know that doesn't sound great, but for our team, like that's that's where we're at. And then trying to do a little bit better job on the defensive rebound as well, just trying not to give up so many second chance points to teams.
You mentioned it's going to be tough today because Kadoka area is on a pretty good roll. They've won 4 in a row. They played White River, obviously, to a victory their last time, and it's kind of a team that I think quietly is pretty good, and maybe they don't get the recognition they deserve sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they have some very good players. The Bent girl, even though she isn't very tall, like she plays the 5 for them, and she is the best girl that I've seen in my 2 years of being in this area, running the floor. She sprints, she rim runs better than any girl that we play against, and that's really hard because she takes our defense, and we have to sprint back every time because we know that she's coming, and Civitek is such a good job of keeping her eyes up and seeing her and making those long passes. She's strong, so we definitely have our hands full for sure.
It's a good example of a team that has girls who've been playing together for a number of years, and I know that's what you're trying to get going here in Fort Pierre too.
Yeah, absolutely, and and we're still a young work in progress. We only have 1 senior this year, and we're just gonna keep trying to continue to build and add things into. We're trying to press a little bit now, and we're trying to build that in and really start focusing on our defense and rebounding here through the second half of this season. Our practice time is going to be spent doing just a ton of that.
Well, let's talk about what's been working for you. Go back a week ago and then some to that win over Jones County. The come from behind effort was born out of really good hustling defense, and then some pretty nice inside play that you're getting from Carly Leaf.
Yeah, she's starting to get it figured out, and then she had a very good game up at Harriet Selby, and Harriet Selby has a very large girl, and Carly still had 18 points against her, or against them. So yep, she's starting to get it figured out, and if we can, it'd be pretty nice if you can always have someone on your team who can give you 20 points each night. That would be great if she can consistently keep doing that for us. And then just our guards are doing a little bit better job of taking care of the basketball in the full court, and that's been helping us.
And that being said, I think in a perfect world, if you can control tempo, break that press, and keep this a low-scoring game, I think obviously the chances of having success are a little bit better.
Yeah, absolutely, and defense rebounding for us, and then just hopefully keeping them to 1 shot and doing a great job boxing them out. So,
all right, Coach, appreciate your time. Yep. Good luck today.
Hey, thank you.
Coach's comments and keys to success from Stanley County head coach Adam Dannenbring, brought to you by the Boyd Consemius Agency of American Family Insurance in Pierre. And we will pause and listen to this from the Boyd Consemius Agency, and we are back with Dylan Morrow, the Kadoka area head coach. Keys to success continue. This is Regional High School Basketball on KGFX.
Being a small farmer has never been tougher.
Dan Wegmuller is a farmer and an American Family Insurance customer.
So it's good that American Family Insurance covers just what I need, because our dream is to become a century farm, a farm that's been in our family 100 years, and pass this life on to the next generation.
American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact the Boyd Conzemius Agency, Inc., Pier and Phillip.
American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Keys to success continue with Dylan Morrow, the head coach of the Kadoka area Lady Cougars. And I'll tell you what, Coach, off of the season opening loss to Faith, you really have played well, strung together 4 good wins, especially the last time you played a week ago yesterday. That win over White River, it was really, I think, raising a lot of eyebrows so far this year. So the girls that you've got are on a pretty good roll to start this season.
I think we've been doing a lot of good things. You know, obviously there's always areas early to clean up, but White River game was really nice to see us play some solid man-to-man defense. That, you know, Prue is an excellent athlete, so just trying to keep in front of her. They didn't bring Wells their post to that game, you know, so that was a little change in that way too. But you know, they're a solid ball club, good coaching, and our girls, I think, in that game did a good job just kind of grinding out a game. Earlier we played Phillip. That one was a foul fest in both ways, and so, you know, we had a couple wins where sometimes you got to find a way to win, even ugly sometimes. Had some success with that, I guess.
Yeah, there's more than one way to get a victory,
that's right.
And you'll try to get another one here with Stanley County coming in, a team that's going to have their struggles this season. So I think it maybe gives you, we were talking off the mic, an opportunity to get some other players into the game, and you're talking about maybe mixing your lineup, and you've had some sickness to go with that too.
Definitely, you know, I think any game, there's always something that you can work on, and Adam at Stanley County is doing a really good job building that program. We talked a lot the last few years because when I took over this program, it was very similar. You know, you're trying to get kind of competition built up, interest in hoops, and kind of gear them up in that way. And I think he's done a good job already. So we know that they have some girls that can really play, but you know, hopefully we can get some different lineups and girls in some different spots for a chance for them to grow. And also we're always trying to, you know, give opportunities to some of our young girls to see, because the season's long and things come up and you don't know who you'll have to lean on down the way. And so the more experience they get throughout the season, the better going forward, for sure.
That being said, though, do you still feel like you need to find the right mix, the right substitution pattern on the floor so far this year?
I think we have a really good idea. We had another senior who had a knee injury, so we've kind of had to do some rotation based on that a little bit to figure that out. But we have a pretty good idea. You know, against White River, really, we went 6 deep. We went and had a 7th player play for just a minute. So, you know, our conditioning is getting better, but then you hit Christmas break and you kind of reload a little bit. But we feel really confident that we can go into our bench and get some good minutes. But I think our rotation is starting to kind of materialize into what we're looking for.
You know, you talk about Christmas break too. Yeah. I think one key to success for both of these teams is to get back into basketball mindset and really be focused tonight, isn't it?
We had a practice yesterday. We at the end, it was kind of one of those breakdowns where you said, well, hopefully this is where we got our rust off and we can come tomorrow and play a little better, because if the effort that comes out tonight was like yesterday, it could be kind of a long game. And the girls know that. You know, the leadership we have with this group, you know, they've had a lot of good experience with volleyball and hoops and track. They're just good athletes, good leaders, so they know how to perform. You know, the next level, really, I think, for any high school athlete is on the biggest stage and the biggest moments, do you play your best ball? And that's kind of the message we're trying to preach throughout, and it's got to be consistency in every game. You know, no games off, no plays off, really.
All right, we talk about keys to success. What are the biggest challenges that Stanley County gives you tonight?
I think Leaf can play down low, you know, so we want to be cognizant of her and get a hand, at least quarter it, probably front her most of the time to take that away. They have a couple really good little guards too that can shoot it too. So any team that when the ball goes in, especially from 3-point range, the energy comes, and so we want to try and limit that early. But I think if we play our style of ball, we'll be okay. And really, for us, the ball needs to move. Everybody needs to touch it. We have good pace, and when we get defensive stops, we can really run on teams. But it starts there for us. Defensive rebounds are a big part of our game.
All right, Coach, appreciate your time. Good luck tonight. Happy holidays.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks very much.
And our thanks to Dylan Morrow for providing us with his comments and keys to success in tonight's game, also sponsored by the Boyd Conzemius Agency and American Family Insurance in Pierre. We welcome you if you're getting a chance to watch this game on YouTube.com and to the all-new Kadoka area gym and nice new facility. Reminds me a little bit of the one they've got out in Wall, but really a good place to host some upcoming events here. And Kadoka does a nice job here, as always, with hospitality. Now they've got kind of a new place to do all the good things that they do and have done for us over the years. Let's take a quick 60-second timeout. Starting lineups are next as our pregame continues. You're listening to high school basketball on KGFX.
At Dakota Mac, we offer more than 30-year fixed-rate mortgages and access to working capital. We offer you our grit, our determination, and our expertise. If you're looking for more than ag business as usual, dig deeper with Dakota Mac. Visit dakotamac.com, equal housing lender.
First Dakota National Bank in Pierre and Blunt are your local Dakota Mac Ag real estate specialist. Are you ready to dig deeper? Give us a call today at 605-224-5817.
The key to a successful hunt begins at Teton River Traders Gun Shop in Fort Pierre. They carry a large variety of reloading equipment, cleaning supplies, and firearms accessories. They also sell and deliver Liberty gun safes. See Teton River Traders Gun Shop for all your gunsmithing needs, including custom-built firearms. Stop in today. Teton River Traders Gun Shop, located west of Highway 1434 in Fort Pierre.
Back in Kadoka, Teton River Traders Gun Shop brings us our starting lineups. As we give you those, they're breezing right through them on the floor, so we'll get through them very quickly as well. For the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes, Taylor Stroop is the starting point guard, a 5'4" freshman. Shooting guard is Cedar Scott, a 5'6" senior. Jada Tibbs is a 5'2" water bug in the backcourt as well, can provide some problems for teams on defense also for the Lady Buffaloes. Up front, it's Tatum Bush, a 5'8" junior. Down low, and Carly Leafgreen, who's continued to play very well, a 6' junior. For Stanley County with Stroop, Scott, Tibbs, Leafgreen, Bush, the starting five for the 1 and 4. Lady Buffs head coached by Adam Dannenbring, assisted by Ryan Royer and Matthew Van Zee. For the Kadoka area Lady Cougars and their head coach Dylan Morrow, assistant coach Lonnie Rogue here. They're 4 and 1. They'll start with Anna Stone, a 5'6" senior in the backcourt. Also Katie O'Daniel, a 5'7" senior. As in the backcourt, also Kaylee Eisenbraun, very solid player at 5'7", and the senior Savannah Solon starts at 5'9" and a senior with Lavin Bent, who was a very good player at 5'10" and a junior. Your Teton River Traders starting lineups for Stanley County and Kadoka area. We will give you your game officials, our law on the court, after we hear from the South Dakota Attorney General's office, and we tip it off in 2 minutes on KGFX.
Every day you share personal information about yourself with others. You may write a check, charge fuel, rent a car, mail your tax returns, schedule a doctor's appointment, or post something on social media. Each transaction may share some sort of personal information, such as bank and credit card account numbers, social security number, name, address, or phone number. There are unscrupulous individuals, identity thieves, targeting these routine transactions, trying to gain your information to commit fraud. If you think somebody has stolen your identity, contact Consumer Protection at 1-800-300-1986.
Don't be whiny. Protect your hiney. Up to 90% of colon cancer can be avoided with routine colonoscopies, yet 1/3 of adults skip their colonoscopy. We understand why you're whining, but colon prep is manageable. It's one evening followed by a simple procedure that could save your life. So what are you waiting for? Don't be whiny. Protect your hiney. Schedule a colonoscopy at avera.org/colon or call 888-422-1410.
Do not miss the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, taking place on January 29th during the Todd County Doubleheader. Serving happens from 5 to 7 p.m. You pay just $5 for a bottomless bowl and will receive 1 vote for your favorite soup or chili. That's the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, January 29th at the Parkview Gym. The Stanley County Booster Club, proud to be SC. Welcome to Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Check out our selections in the meat, produce, and deli departments, as well as the rest of the store. Don't see what you need? Just ask. Our friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For the holidays, stop in or give us a call with any special orders or requests to make your get-together complete. Whether a fruit basket, meat and cheese tray, or a special cut of meat, we'll be glad to assist you. And now, Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre is your trustworthy hardware dealer. From step ladders to cordless drillers.
Back again in Kadoka. You just heard from Lynn's Dakota Mart stores of Pierre and Fort Pierre. They sponsor our opening tip-off, which is coming momentarily. First off, the law on the court tonight from the South Dakota Attorney General's office, and their Division of Consumer Protection is Derek Oliver, Randy Thomas, and Matt Shakow. They are our game officials licensed by the South Dakota High School Activities Association to officiate high school basketball in our law on the court. We're underway. Stanley County will control the opening tip-off as the Lady Buffs come out in road purple and heading from right to left as we watch or visualize this one. Working it through Tatum Bush to Jada Tibbs. Cross-court pass. Cedar Scott takes the three, and the opening effort of the game rims in and out. No good. Kadoka area with the rebound and heading back the other way. Scott will try to get some of those early threes, but meanwhile, Kadoka area is going to work it inside, and Lavin Bent gets the first two up and in, and Kadoka area strikes first. 40 seconds in, 2-0. Lady Buffs across the timeline, but a tipped pass at the top of the key. Kadoka area heading the other direction, and all the way goes Bent for her second straight field goal. The tip from Kaylee Eisenbraun to start that fast break. As the Lady Buffs just got it across the timeline, now Stanley County with a backcourt pass that is mishandled between Stroop and Tibbs. And a couple of turnovers to start for the Lady Buffaloes and a 4-0 start for Kadoka area. Anna Stone will inbound. Finds Eisenbraun out on the left side. Now leaves it to Bent. Actually, there's Eisenbraun to Stone. Once again, she'll step inside the arc. Good-looking shot is up, but too strong from 16. Rebound pulled down on the offensive glass by Bent. She will kick out, and it is Casey O'Daniel who hits the three. Up top, I think I mentioned Katie O'Daniel, a 5'7 senior starting, but it's Casey O'Daniel, the 5'5 junior, in the starting lineup here this evening. So a 7-0 start for the Lady Cougars. Second chance bucket. In fact, they're out to a 3-for-3 start. And the Lady Buffaloes trying to get on the board for the first time here. Tibbs left side up top. Leaves it for Stroop down low on the left in the corner. But the rebound off of the miss, which comes off the front end, goes to Eisenbraun. And once again, the Cougars are in business. The cutter is Eisenbraun. Shot is blocked by the Lady Buffaloes. Good job by Carly Leafgreen in defensive effort. And Stanley County right to left across the timeline. That's one thing that Leafgreen in particular has been doing a very good job on. Here's another three attempt, and this one up and good for Taylor Stroop. Stanley County is on the board for the first time. 5:40 to go, first quarter, 7-3, Kadoka area. There's a three looking for the answer, and for the second time in as many attempts, it is Casey O'Daniel. Stroop with a three for the Lady Buffaloes. O'Daniel counters right back, and it's 10-3. The lead back to 7. Lady Buffaloes break the pressure. They have the numbers, but a pass to the wing, too tall from Cedar Scott. Looking for Tatum Bush. It'll be out of bounds. Kadoka area will bring their first substitution in, but they're also going to call their first timeout with 5:23 left to play in the first quarter. We'll take it with them. Quick 30-second break as Kadoka area leads Stanley County 10-3 on KGFX.
Looking to do good this holiday season but never seem to have any extra cash? Owyhee Federal Credit Union has you covered. If you have a loan with us for a small fee, you can skip one or all of your loan payments for either the month of November, December, or January. A portion of that fee will go to support a local charity. Just one way you can help us make our community a better place. Stop in and see us at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Back in Kadoka, it was the Lady Buffaloes who called that first time out here after throwing that pass away and out of bounds on the near side. So the Cougars will inbound. Lady Buffaloes will show a little bit of press themselves. O'Daniel will get it across. We'll leave it underneath. The kick out. Kadoka area brings in their talented freshman. He's shown some good things. Here's O'Daniel again, though. Casey O'Daniel 3 for 3 from long range. Was trying to let you know Lainey Blair is a 6-foot freshman who had just checked in at that timeout. Lady Buffs break the press. Pass getting underneath once again. Knocked away and out of bounds. Lavin Bent, like Coach Dannenbring had said, runs the floor very well. She got back and negates the effort by the Lady Buffaloes, but Stanley County will throw in nonetheless. Off the left side of the key, Stroop will find Leaf Green into the paint. She'll kick it back up, and a 3-ball for Jada Tibbs is good. Lady Buffaloes can hit the 3 if they have the time to spot up. But speaking of can hit the 3, how about another one? Casey O'Daniel, 4 for 4. She has 12 points already here in a 16-6 lead for Kadoka area. Dangerous pass and a foul going to be called at half court as Stroop was feeding ahead to the center circle. Carly Leafgreen had it taken away, but Lavin Bent picks up her foul as she got a little too much of the body of Carly Leafgreen. First team foul for either team here in this holiday break contest. Hope everybody's had a wonderful Christmas. Looking forward to a great new year. 2019 coming up very soon. Kadoka area knocks the inbound pass away. Not so sure that Cedar Scott didn't have the last touch on that ball, but it stays with Stanley County. Tatum Bush will inbound, trying to lob it in. We'll find Leaf Green, who spins around off the glass, though no good. Over the top of O'Daniel, or rather Bent, who brings the rebound down. Sets it up, gets it back underneath from Casey O'Daniel, and it is up and in. Lavin Bent has her third 2-point field goal to go with Casey O'Daniel's 4 3-pointers. 18-6 Kadoka area. Off and running so far. Lady Buffs do finally get it across, but tripped up as Leaf Green lost her footing and the ball taken away. Shot up too strong, no good. The miss for Kaylee Eisenbraun. Now the Lady Buffaloes get the rebound, and they'll head back the other way, and we'll have a blocking foul in the paint. And we'll see if they send Jada Tibbs to the free throw line or not. Matt Shakow giving us the indication, Casey O'Daniel's first personal foul. 5 for 5 switch here. Dylan Morrow indicated they would try to get some opportunities in this one. They lead 18-6. They're off to a very good start. 3:42 to go. We're in the first. Inbound comes into traffic. Leaf Green had an opportunity underneath, but Kadoka area comes down with the rebound, and they push it up the floor. They get the basket from Jade Hutchinson, and they get the foul from the Lady Buffaloes, who got back just a little bit late, but that shows you the quickness and the chemistry that this Kadoka area team has so far early this season. Foul will be on Jada Tibbs. That'll be her first. And the Lady Buffaloes first. Hutchinson will finish off the 3-point play. 21-6, Kadoka area leading by 15 so far here in the early goings. Stroop gets it across the timeline, gives it back to Tibbs. She will drive. The floater is up, no good, but a foul is called. And Jada Tibbs will find her way to the free throw line. First opportunities of the game for the Lady Buffaloes forthcoming. Hutchinson, who just had a 3-point play for the Cougars, will commit her first personal foul. Abby Rogue here, a 5'7" sophomore, is in for Kadoka area. Tibbs gets the first free throw. She'll get another one. Joey O'Daniel, a 5'7" junior, is in for Kadoka area. Rebecca Shuck, a 5'10" freshman. And I believe Alyssa Civitak, I thought I saw 24 in there, is in there, and yes, she is. Tibbs gets 2 for 2. Civitak, normally a starter for Kadoka area, but hobbled by a knee injury of late. She'll just get spot minutes here this evening. I believe she's the one with a knee injury. Shot in close, missed by Rogair, but knocked away by the Lady Buffaloes. 21-8, Kadoka area with the lead. Still 3:16 to go first quarter. in the all-new gym in Kadoka. Been looking forward to coming here. And Hutchinson might have got away with a double dribble, had that grin on her face. There's a nice pass inside. It is Civitak feeding to Rebecca Schuck, who will put it up and in from left side bunny range. And a 5-for-5 swap coming for the Cougars once again in the next play stoppage. But meanwhile, Stroop will set one up over to Jada Tibbs. Tries to back her way in, dribbling into traffic, but a shot is up. Drawing contact once again is Jada Tibbs. And going to the free throw line once again is the 5'2" junior. Second personal foul here for Jade Hutchinson. That's the fourth team foul for the home team. Tibbs went 2 for 2 a moment ago. This first one rims in and out. No good. So the original 5 coming back in for Kadoka area. Carly Leafgreen had a quick break, but is back in there now. Tatum Bush checking out for the Lady Buffaloes. Back in there again. Casey O'Daniel, Lavin Bent, Anna Stone, Savannah Solon, and Kaylee Eisenbraun. Foul on the rebound and the miss of the second free throw. And this one will go to Shaylee Topol, who just checked in. First personal for Shaylee. 5'7" freshman just in off the bench. Press broken, and the layup no good, but the cleanup is the miss for O'Daniel, but Lavin Bent gets the offensive rebound and the putback, and she has 8 points. And we've got a travel on Topol in the backcourt. Stanley County will turn it over for the fourth time. So 25-8, Kadoka area showing their capability to run the floor, to get some fast break points, but they've really shot extremely well tonight. Not all high percentage shots either. Down to the left block, Bent kicks it out. O'Daniel, how about another one? Not this time. 4 for 5, I guess she'll go, but still Lavin Bent gets yet another offensive rebound. Then they get it back inside to Bent, but on the way up, she'll lose a handle on it. Good defense again by the Lady Buffaloes. This will be a turnover by Kadoka area, just their first of the evening, as they lead by 17. 2:10 to play, 25-8. Lady Cougars coming in on a 4-game winning streak. They've won 4 out of 5 to start the season. And their pressure giving some problems. Lady Buffaloes have to hurry. They get it across, but it's intercepted by Savannah Solon. Kadoka area will head the other way. Down to the baseline, and a nice drive. It's up and in for Kaylee Eisenbraun, who has her first basket of the night, and will have a timeout called by Stanley County. With 1:49 to go, first quarter, 27-8. Already Kadoka area flying here in the first, and we're back in 60 seconds. Full timeout here in Kadoka on KGFX.
Each South Dakota farmer operates differently, and that means that ag insurance should be as unique as every farmer in the field. Fisher Rounds & Associates gets to know you and your operation before we find a policy. That way, we can make sure you have the coverage you need. Contact Fisher Rounds & Associates and see what it means to have us at your service and at your side. Fisher Rounds & Associates, serving South Dakota farmers with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
If your checking account earns little or no interest and charges you ATM fees galore, isn't it time for a new checking account? At Bank West, E-Plus checking customers earn a great interest rate and never pay ATM fees. Can your current checking account do that? Switching to E-Plus is easy. Visit us online at bankwest-sd.bank or work with a friendly staff at one of our convenient locations. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Back to Kadoka once again. A couple of timeouts spent here by Stanley County. Kadoka area off and running. And they're using their quickness up and down the floor to really get some good opportunities. And Stanley County has turned it over 5 times, but all in all, not a bad effort here by the Lady Buffaloes. Jada Tibbs gets tied up, and Anna Stone will induce a turnover as the possession arrow points to the Lady Cougars. Stanley County had the opening tip. That's our first held ball since. Here's a steal, almost. Nope, Leaf Green couldn't get a handle on it. Now it is O'Daniel. Baseline try from 12 feet out is no good. Leaf Green down with the rebound. That according to my stat sheet, just the first rebound of the night for Stanley County. Kadoka area hasn't missed a lot, so there haven't been a lot of rebound chances. Minute 5 left to go first quarter. Lady Buffaloes with it, but trailing 27-8. Here's a pass in from Leaf Green to Topol through her hands. Might have went off her forehead as Kadoka comes up with a loose ball. The scoop for Bent is no good. Took a bump, but rebound is down to Tibbs, and up the floor come the Lady Buffaloes. A little hook shot is up and good for Taylor Stroop. So Stanley County gets a bucket out of that, but quickly coming back with it are the Cougars, and a foul called underneath. Into the free throw line will go Lavin Bent. Foul is on Carly Leaf Green, just her first. Each time the Lady Buffaloes take the floor, it's going to be obviously very important for Leaf Green to stay out of foul trouble, but at least in this case she negates an easy layup. Although Bent hits the first of 2 at the free throw line. Shaylee Topol will check out. Tatum Bush back in for the Lady Buffaloes. 37 seconds to go first quarter. Second free throw, good arcing spin on that one, and Lavin Bent puts her 10th point down. Bent with 10, Casey O'Daniel with 4 threes. She has 12 already. It's 29-10. Here still in the first quarter as we wind it down. Game clock and shot clock are about a second apart. 20 seconds to go on the shot clock. Bush pass across the way, and Bent saw it coming. Lavin the other way, left-handed layup is good. And a easy steal and a breakaway layup for Lavin Bent. She just saw that pass telegraphed all the way, and a pass inside. Knocked away by the Cougars. Out of bounds. Just 2.5 seconds for the Lady Buffaloes to try to get something down here to close out the first quarter. Actually, nope. Yeah, Kadoka thought they were going to inbound, but it will be Stroop and the Lady Buffs. And a lob coming. Nope, it's taken away. And a heave-ho the other way. Too short for Bent. But on the Wagner Auto scoreboard, our first quarter is all Kadoka area and very impressive. They lead Stanley County 31-10. Wagner Auto of Pier is the one place to go. Let's pause for 60 seconds. Quarter number 2 coming up next. You're listening to high school basketball on KGFX.
Bottom Line Welding Service of Fort Pierre proudly sponsors this broadcast, wishing the Stanley County Buffaloes best of luck in sports and all of your activities. Bottom Line Welding offers on and off-site welding services, conveniently located at 1304 North Waldron in Fort Pierre. Contact Tim Hughes at 223-2063. That's 223-2063 for all of your welding needs. Go Buffaloes! As one of Valspar's most advanced paint and primer products, Valspar Pristine offers luxurious color, single coat coverage, and an extra advantage, clean science technology. Pristine was specifically engineered to repel dirt and resist stains, so it retains a smooth, clean finish over the years, even after repeated washing and scrubbing. Stop by Fromm's Hardware and Plumbing in Kadoka and see their fine display of new Valspar Pristine paint, available in matte, satin, or gloss finish.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank's Hardware.
Well, we welcome you back to the all-new Kadoka area gym. Lady Cougars feeling right at home in this new friendly confines here as they shot 11 out of 18 in that first quarter to roll up a 31-10 lead. 4 of 5 from long range included. Cedar Scott tries a 3 for the Lady Buffs to begin our second quarter. Kadoka area with a rebound, and Alyssa Civitak will feed underneath to Anna Stone, who gets a left-handed layup. Up and good. 5 seniors on this team for Kadoka area, and they do play well together. Scott will try another 3. This one no good. Casey O'Daniel with another rebound, tried to get it right up the floor once again, but Stanley County catches up in defense better this time, but now up and underneath, Kaylee Eisenbraun will score from point-blank range. First minute gone by, and now another timeout here called by the Lady Buffaloes. 6:57 to go second quarter. Kadoka area has added 4 to their first quarter lead, now 35-10. And a quick 30-second timeout. We're back with more on KGFX.
What does your morning sound like?
That's Daddy's little man. Morning, Dad. Grabbed your usual from Mickey D's.
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Get 2 delicious sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches for just $4. At participating McDonald's cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Back in Kadoka, first of 2 nights in a row, the Lady Buffaloes will be on the air. They'll be with the boys tomorrow as Stanley County girls and boys entertain Highmore Herald. In a girls and boys doubleheader will be on the FM side, 94.5 KPLO tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon. I believe game times are 4 and 5:30, or maybe 5:30 and 7, something like that. We'll figure that out a little bit later. Here come the Lady Buffs out of the timeout, trying to swing things around the perimeter a little bit. Tatum Bush gets tangled up with Kaylee Eisenbraun, and Eisenbraun will pick up the foul. That'll be her first. 5 as a team for the Cougars, and a fresh 35 coming here on the shot clock for Stanley County. Here's another foul right away as Bent will run over Bush in trying to get a steal on the near side inbound. Second for Lavin Bent. Stanley County in the bonus after this now with 6:31 to play in the second quarter. 35-10. Jordan Sosa checking in for the Lady Buffs. Tipped pass to Bush. She got it back and then gets it to Bush. Now Tibbs will find Stroop on the top of the key. Reset coming. Scott pushes a 3 up and good. Cedar Scott didn't need a lot of space that time. Had a hand interface and is able to put the 3-pointer down. That's her first of the night, 35-13. Stanley County does have 3 3-pointers. Sosa with a tip and a steal. Stroop going the other direction, run down by Eisenbraun, who will knock it out of the dribble and out of bounds. Stanley County will inbound, but we'll have a timeout called by the Cougars first. 6:01 to play, second quarter, 35-13. All Cougars so far in this one. Back in 30 seconds on KGFX.
At Dakota Mac, we offer more than 30-year fixed-rate mortgages and access to working capital. We offer you our grit, our determination, and our expertise. If you're looking for more than ag business as usual, dig deeper with Dakota Mac. Visit dakotamac.com, equal housing lender.
First Dakota National Bank in Pierre and Blunt are your local Dakota Mac Ag real estate specialist. Are you ready to dig deeper? Give us a call today at 605-224-5817.
Good to have you back here once again on KGFX, coverage of Stanley County Lady Buffalo basketball. Welcomed by Kadoka area. Always enjoy our trips out here to Kadoka. Brian Oakland with a play-by-play. Second quarter, just 2 minutes in, but Kadoka area having a good time so far with a big lead, 35-13. Lady Buffs working the ball around once again. Some skip passes. This one too tall for Stroop, and it'll come out of bounds at the scorer's table. Turnover number 9 for Stanley County unofficially here in our first half of play. As you listen to Stanley County Lady Buffalo basketball on 1060 AM, 107.1 FM, KGFX, Pierre Fort Pierre, member of the Dakota Radio Group. 3 ball from the corner by Kadoka, no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Anna Stone, and a keep alive now into the lane. Eisenbraun unable to hit. And we've got I believe a held ball, but it stays with Kadoka area on the rebound. About 5.5 to play in the second quarter. So they'll inbound off the right side of the lane. Stone looking, finding Lavin Bent, but misses. Didn't hit the square. Eisenbraun offensive rebound, though, and will be fouled on the way back up. So Kaylee Eisenbraun will go to the free throw line. Kadoka area 3 for 3 from the stripes so far. Stanley County 2 for 4, all attempts for both teams. We're in that first quarter. 5:24 left to go first half, and Eisenbraun hits the first of 2. Foul was whistled. Well, I'm not sure on whom because they've already wiped it away, but it appears to be on Cedar Scott, as the individual stats would indicate on their scoreboard. Bent keeps it alive on the miss of the second free throw, and now Civitak trying to dump one back underneath, but off of the hands of the Lady Buffaloes. Kadoka area going to get another opportunity. Cougars playing well so far here, although they're a little cold in the last couple of minutes off the scoreboard. Inside Bent, muscling one up, and it's no good, but another foul will be called. Lavin Bent was triple teamed on that play, and all she did was just try to go up strong with it, which is always, I think, a good thing to do. If you don't get the shot to fall, or even if you don't get a good attempt up, maybe you'll draw the contact. And here she is at the free throw line, although her first attempt is off the front of the rim, no good. So 2 in a row missed by the Cougars. Cedar Scott checks out. Carly Leafgreen is in, and Lady Buffaloes have 6 people on the floor. They got to figure out who Leafgreen's coming in for. Bush just checked in. Carly O'Connor has checked in for the first time. She is a 5'7" freshman. And Carly Leafgreen will check back to the scorer's table. Still not sure of whom she was supposed to go in for. Well, Bent got another opportunity. Maybe there was a lane violation. The foul apparently was on Cedar Scott, which is her second. And now Bush will check back out. Leafgreen back in for Stanley County. 36-13, one more coming from the line for Lavin Bent, and this one is good. 24-point lead for Kadoka area. They led 31-10 at the end of one quarter. Kadoka challenged the pass, but Jada Tibbs gets it, drives left side, comes up a little bit short though. Civitak down with a rebound. The Cougars on the run again. Feed up ahead. O'Daniel fouled and will go to the free throw line. Shot just a little too strong. Well, Jada Tibbs is finding some space. She's getting some good drives, just has not been able to put a shot down against much taller players in the lane. She does have a three-pointer and a couple of free throws so far, but obviously when she dribbles in among the trees, it'll be a tough task for her to put them down. Tatum Bush back in, Jordan Sosa checking out after Casey O'Daniel unable to hit the first free throw, but she'll try another one here. And this one is up and back ironed as well. Bent with another rebound, finds Civitak, and the nice kiss off the glass is good for 2. Alyssa Civitak, as we mentioned, normally one of the starters here for this talented group. Casey O'Daniel at center circle challenges the pass to Tibbs and will be called for the bump and the foul. Second personal for Casey O'Daniel. This is 7 for Kadoka area as a team. So Stanley County in the bonus gets free throw opportunities here, and a 1-and-1 coming for Jada Tibbs. Steps right up on the front end, off of the back iron, no good on the first of the front end of that. Civitak with a rebound, pushing it up the floor and feeds underneath to Eisenbraun, who hits. 6 points for Kaylee Eisenbraun now, 41-13. Cougars lead by 28. O'Connor thought about 3, gets it back to Stroop on the far side. Stroop will lob underneath. Leafgreen off the glass, off the mark, no good. O'Daniel with another rebound. And here come the Cougars again. Carly Leafgreen still scoreless in this game, 0 for 3 on the floor. O'Daniel for 3, hits her 5th of the first half. Casey O'Daniel with 15 points, 44-13. Lady Buffs across the timeline from our right to left. Kadoka area continues to trap out near that half-court line, but the Lady Buffs able to break it. Bush wants 3, left side, too strong, no good. O'Connor tried to keep the rebound alive, tipped it out, and it is out of bounds. Last touch by Kadoka area, so Stanley County will get another opportunity. Dylan Morrow goes on a 5-for-5 swap again. And back in, Abby Rogue here, Jade Hutchinson, Savannah Solon. Also down low, Joey O'Daniel and Rebecca Shuck. 3.5 minutes to go, second quarter. Kadoka area leading 44-13. Lady Buffaloes with the basketball. On the move is Jada Tibbs challenging Solon, but Solon wins that battle with a block shot. And Kadoka area comes away with it. On the move, Hutchinson back out to O'Daniel, tried to get it inside to Solon, knocked away, race to the ball. Won by Tibbs as it's saved back into the hands of Tatum Bush. Takeaway here for the Lady Buffaloes, just the third turnover by Kadoka area. 31-point advantage for Kadoka. There's a nice lob underneath Bush to Leaf Green, and Carly Leaf Green on the board for the first time. Good job by Tatum Bush, understanding the traffic in the lane there. 44-15, long, I was going to say long two, but it's a three, and it's up and good for Rebecca Shuck, the 5'10" freshman, showing the range. Here's O'Connor down the lane, right side layup, a little bit short. Cougars with the rebound once again, but on the way up the floor, it's a takeaway for Taylor Stroop. And the Lady Buffaloes will slow it up. We've got a foul out top. Jade Hutchinson going for the basketball, but called for the reach, and she will pick up her third personal. And the original five, the primary five, back in for Kadoka area. Dylan Morrow getting good production off of his bench tonight, 47-15. 1-1 here for Taylor Stroop. On the 8th team foul by Kadoka area. The front end here is off the mark. Kadoka area hit their first 2 free throws as a team, but have missed their last 4. Stone ran down the rebound. Now we've got a travel on Civitak, who dragged the pivot foot. So the Cougars will give it away for the 4th time here in this second period. 47-15. All home teams so far tonight. Stroop sets it up, across the timeline, finds Tibbs on the near side. Back to Stroop. Tight man defense for the Cougars. Stroop on the move, picks up the dribble, finds Tibbs left side. She'll drive again. And Civitak might have gotten a hand on that one. It's off the side of the backboard, down. And a reverse attempt. Bent somehow got an offensive rebound off of the miss and is fouled on the way back up. Well, Kadoka area getting to all the loose balls a little bit quicker than the Lady Buffaloes here. 90 seconds, actually 89 seconds to go in the first half. Foul is whistled on Carly O'Connor, the 5'7" freshman, with her first. Lavin Bent hits the first of 2. She'll get another one. Second one is up and good. 4 out of 5, make it 5 out of 6 from that spot for Lavin Bent. Almost a 50 spot here for Kadoka in one half of basketball. 1:23 still to go. They lead Stanley County 49-15. O'Connor for 3. Right corner, too strong, no good. Caught on the fly by Casey O'Daniel. Up the floor it comes to Eisenbraun, who stops and pops and is fouled from behind in the act of shooting. So free throws coming again for Kadoka area, and it's the second in a row for Carly O'Connor. Stanley County with 8 team fouls as well. Eisenbraun to shoot 2. The first one is perfect. Second one coming. Kaylee Eisenbraun with 8 points. O'Connor will check out. Jordan Sosa, the 5'9" freshman, back in for the Lady Buffaloes. Eisenbraun ready again. Strokes one up there and off the back of the rim. No good. Looking to run down her own rebound, and she gets to it. Kept alive. She will find Bent from the baseline. Up and in again for Lavin Bent. And it turns into a 3-point play after all as we enter the final minute of the second period. 52-15 Kadoka area. Lady Buffaloes get one underneath the leaf green. She'll be fouled, and will go to the free throw line. For Kadoka area 2-4. Civitek with her first personal. So Leaf Green, who has scored 18 out of 30 points for the Lady Buffaloes against Harriet Selby area last Thursday, had 20 out of 39 against Jones County in that overtime win last Tuesday, with an opportunity to score a few here, or a couple. Misses the first one, but the second one is good. She has 3 so far. 50 seconds to go, second quarter. 52-16, Kadoka area. Impressive, to say the least. There's a quick pass, quick ball movement. There it is, a 3-ball up and good for Alyssa Civitek. The feed from inside by Lavin Bent. Civitek's first 3 of the night. Kadoka area has hit 7 of them as a team, but 5 of those from Casey O'Daniel. Tatum Bush tries a 3 for the answer, no good. Inside, Sosa with an offensive rebound, but cannot get the putback. Cougars with a rebound. And Civitek will set it up left to right. Kadoka area in home white with purple numbers and trim. Free throw line jumper with 4 seconds on the clock, off the mark for Kaylee Eisenbraun. Run down by Jada Tibbs, and our first half will come to an end on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Kadoka area 55 and Stanley County 16. Wagner Auto Company of Pierre is the one place to go. South Dakota's oldest family-owned auto dealership. We take a 2-minute timeout, and our halftime break comes up. It's sponsored by CHS Midwest Cooperatives in cities throughout central South Dakota. And we're back after this. You're listening to high school basketball on KGFX and DRGnews.com.
Did you know that CHS Midwest Cooperative Autumn Rewards provides qualified customers 0% interest and you don't have to give up any cash or volume discounts? That's right. At CHS Midwest Cooperative, we're working with you to provide lasting success. Customers receive full cash and volume discounts on industry-leading genetics, seed treatments, plus 0%. Your CHS Midwest Cooperative agronomist is ready to help you build a plan for success in 2019. Why wait? Contact CHS Midwest Cooperative today to learn more.
As one of Valspar's most advanced paint and primer products, Valspar Pristine offers luxurious color, single coat coverage, and an extra advantage: clean science technology. Pristine was specifically engineered to repel dirt and resist stains, so it retains a smooth, clean finish over the years, even after repeated washing and scrubbing. Stop by Fromm's Hardware and Plumbing in Kadoka and see their fine display of new Valspar Pristine paint, available in matte, satin, or gloss finish.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank.
Don't be whiny. Protect your hiney. Up to 90% of colon cancer can be avoided with routine colonoscopies, yet 1/3 of adults skip their colonoscopy. We understand why you're whining, but colon prep is manageable. It's one evening followed by a simple procedure that could save your life. So what are you waiting for? Don't be whiny. Protect your hiney. Schedule a colonoscopy at avera.org/colon or call 888-422-1410.
Do not miss the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, taking place on January 29th during the Todd County doubleheader. Serving happens from 5 to 7 p.m. You pay just $5 for a bottomless bowl and will receive 1 vote for your favorite soup or chili. That's the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, January 29th at the Parkview Gym. The Stanley County Booster Club, proud to be SC.
Welcome back to Kadoka. Here at the half, Kadoka area on a 4-game win streak coming into this one and looking to make it 5 as they have cruised to a 55-16 halftime lead. And we welcome you to our halftime report, sponsored by CHS Midwest Cooperatives in cities throughout central South Dakota. Brian Oakland with the play-by-play here. And again, Kadoka area, we kind of expected this, a team that can run the floor as well as, well, anybody we've seen so far this season. And they haven't done it all by creating turnovers. They've done it more by transition baskets off of rebounding. And well, it's one thing Adam Dannenbring had a lot of concerns about, the way Kadoka area can run the floor. And they have obviously done that very well, but they've hit at a hit shots at a very good pace, not only from inside, but especially from outside the arc as we take a look at the stats. Kadoka area, by the way, led 31-10 at the end of one quarter, and they went on and outscored the Lady Buffs 24-6 in the second. That's where we're at right now, 55-16 Lady Cougars. Cougars went 11 of 18 on the floor in the first quarter, 8 of 13, even better percentage in the second period, so 19 out of 31, well above the 50 percentile here, but 7 out of 9 from long range, and Casey O'Daniel has hit 5 3-pointers, but boy, 7 out of 9 from outside the arc. They're just 8 of 13 from the free throw line. That isn't all that bad either. Two high-scoring double-figure scores. Lavin Bent leads the way with 17 points, and Casey O'Daniel with those 5 threes has 15 as well. Kaylee Eisenbraun has 8 points for the Cougars. Rebecca Schuck and Alyssa Sivitak both off the bench with 5. And each one of them has a 3-pointer as well. Jada Hutchinson has a 3-point play off the bench. Anna Stone in the starting lineup with 2 points down for the Lady Buffaloes, or the Lady Cougars. For Stanley County, a 3 of 7, not bad effort in the first quarter of play. A lot of turnovers, however, giving some possessions away. They do go 2 of 12 in that second period, so 5 of 19 on the floor in the first half, 3 of 10 from outside the arc, but just 3 of 8 from the free throw line. Lady Buffs are led by Taylor Stroop and Jada Tibbs, each with a 3-pointer, but each with 5 points. Cedar Scott has a 3-pointer as well, and Carly Leafgreen has 3 points for Stanley County, as she's been held pretty well in check so far. 55-16 our score. Kadoka area cruising in the rebounding aspect as well. They have a 19-4 overall rebounding advantage and 8-1 on the offensive end. Lavin Bent does lead with 7 rebounds unofficially for Kadoka area. Stanley County turned it over 8 times in the first period, only 1 in the second though, so not so bad there. 9 turnovers, however, in one half of play compared to 5 for Kadoka area, and the Cougars have a 12-4 advantage in the assist column too. So they do pass the ball around very well, but a lot of that coming in transition too. So even in traffic, Kadoka area handles the ball very well, and that has helped them to a 55-16 lead here at the break. Our CHS Midwest Co-op halftime break does continue after another 2-minute timeout. We'll take a look at upcoming action and talk about a few other things as we continue with our coverage of high school basketball here, 1060 KGFX and drgnews.com.
What does your morning sound like?
That's Daddy's little man. Morning day. Grabbed your usual from Mickey D's.
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Get 2 delicious sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches for just $4. At participating McDonald's cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
At Dakota Mac, we offer more than 30-year fixed-rate mortgages and access to working capital. We offer you our grit, our determination, and our expertise. If you're looking for more than ag business as usual, dig deeper with Dakota Mac. Visit dakotamac.com. Equal housing lender.
First Dakota National Bank in Pierre and Blunt are your local Dakota Mac Ag real estate specialist. Are you ready to dig deeper? Give us a call today at 605-224-5817.
Don't be whiny. Protect your hiney. Up to 90% of colon cancer can be avoided with routine colonoscopies, yet 1/3 of adults skip their colonoscopy. We understand why you're whining, but colon prep is manageable. It's one evening followed by a simple procedure that could save your life. So what are you waiting for? Don't be whiny. Protect your hiney. Schedule a colonoscopy at avera.org/colon or call 888-422-1410.
Do not miss the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, taking place on January 29th during the Todd County doubleheader. Serving happens from 5 to 7 p.m. You pay just $5 for a bottomless bowl and will receive 1 vote for your favorite soup or chili. That's the Stanley County Booster Club Chili and Soup Cook-Off, January 29th at the Parkview Gym. The Stanley County Booster Club, proud to be SC.
Back again in the all-new Kadoka area Community Gymnasium here as Kadoka area leads Stanley County 55-16. 22-16. The boys' version of this matchup will be played later on in the season. I actually do not have the date on me, but I do know they will play later on. The Buffalo boys, meanwhile, have dropped 2 in a row last week and both very tight games. They lost by 2 to Jones County on Tuesday night, lost by 4, 64-60 on Friday night. A week ago tonight to the Lyman Raiders. So Stanley County will try to get back at it tomorrow as the boys and the girls, Buffs and Lady Buffs, will entertain Highmore Herald in a girls and boys doubleheader, and that'll be on KPLO 94.5 FM. My colleague Darren Boyle will have the call on that one tomorrow, so hope you can join us for more Stanley County basketball tomorrow on the stations of the Dakota Radio Group. We will have the rest of the weekend off here on KGFX, although we do have more holiday basketball. Pure Lady Governors are in action on River 92.7 tomorrow afternoon with a 2:30 start time against highly ranked Harrisburg. Rod Fisher will have the call on that one. We'll have Chamberlain and Winter. The Chamberlain East-West Classic was called off for today. A lot of teams had to travel from the east, and not a good idea for traveling today. But we will have Chamberlain and Winter on KPLO FM on New Year's Eve afternoon. Looking forward to that one as well. Our next action coming up on KGFX, by the way, will be Pure Lady Governor basketball next Friday and Saturday as they entertain Rapid City Stevens on Friday night, Rapid City Central on Saturday afternoon. For these two teams, in addition to the Highmore Herald doubleheader, the Buffs and Lady Buffs will go to McLaughlin for a doubleheader on Thursday. And then you can join us back here on KGFX. Stanley County goes to Potter County Tuesday night on January 8th. And we'll have both games of that doubleheader from Gettysburg here on KGFX. Kadoka area has a matchup. The Lady Cougars do with Little Wound on Thursday. And they will host their Kadoka Classic next Saturday. That's an event that the Buffs and Lady Buffs used to participate in when they were in a Class B and Western Great Plains Conference for a few years running. Lady Buffs start on offense. Carly Leafgreen with a good attempt to try to get a basket to start, but comes up a little bit short. Kadoka area down with the rebound as Anna Stone brings it across the timeline inside, and the kickback is off the mark. Alyssa Civitak trying to get it to Joey O'Daniel. O'Daniel starting in the second half, and some players are going to get some spot minutes right now. It looks like Kadoka area without their top 2 scorers in this game starting the second half. We'll give you the full lineup when we get an opportunity. Meanwhile, for Stanley County, Taylor Stroop, Jada Tibbs, Tatum Bush into Carly Leafgreen, also Cedar Scott, the starting 5 on the floor. 55-16, all Kadoka area, and now with a 30-plus point Kadoka area lead here in the second half. The clock will run continuously. Tibbs tries to drive on the left side, but comes up short, maybe off the side of the backboard, taken down by Kadoka area. Shot up no good, but it's kept alive, and Rebecca Shuck will get the second chance basket. Shuck has played well in this game. That one coming off of the miss of the layup by Abby Rogehair. So with 6:35 to go in the third period, 57-16. Tibbs fires a 3 up top, a little bit too strong, no good. Kaylee Eisenbraun, the only girl who started this game, who starts also the second half for Kadoka area. Kadoka area works it inside. Shot is blocked on the attempt by Civitak. Lady Buffaloes come out of there with it. Scott in the corner tries to pass it inside, and it's knocked away to Coach Dannenbring. Scott couldn't run it down. It's a turnover, actually. The 10th of the game for Stanley County. New 5 in here for Kadoka area. Casey O'Daniel had the big first half. Lavin Bent also checking in along with Savannah Solon. Jade Hutchinson, who played well off the bench, checks in, as does Lainey Blair, the 6-foot freshman for Kadoka area. They lead by 41. Hutchinson fires a 3 up top. It's no good. Scott trying to run it down. Solon gets to it, but cannot keep it alive, and it'll be last touched by Kadoka area as it goes out of bounds. And again, on plays like this, ball going out of bounds and, just regular out of bounds that lead to throw-ins and things like that, the clock will continue to run. If we do have free throw situations, then the clock will stop for free throws. And, of course, for timeouts and things like that as well. 5 minutes left to go in the third, 57-16. Cedar Scott will drive from the right down the lane with her dominant left hand, puts a shot up, no good, and she is fouled. So with free throws, the clock does stop here. 4:54 to go in the third. Scott gets 2. The foul is called on Casey O'Daniel, her third personal. Scott gets 3 or 4 bounces off the back of the rim, but it will not fall. And she'll try one more time here. Quick shot up. This one is good. Cedar with 4 in the game, 57-17. Kadoka area, and we see the Cougars again just getting some different combinations of players in here to start the second half. Solon inside, O'Daniel to the outside, tried to get it low to Bent, but Bent didn't expect it, saves it, but into the hands of Cedar Scott, who comes away with it. Tibbs finds Stroop, who spots up for 3 and hits the line drive from long range. Taylor Stroop with 8 points, 57-20. Still all Kadoka area here. Hutchinson lobs into Solon, knocked away, but Hutchinson picks up the loose ball, gets it back into Laney Blair. Picks up another loose ball, tries the shot, can't get it, but Jade Hutchinson is there to clean up the glass, and she will put it up and in. We'll catch the camera up for those watching on YouTube. Here's Stroop inside. Leaf Green misses just a little strong off the glass. Tough night here for Carly Leaf Green, and she will be the last to touch as it goes out of bounds. 59-20, clock running with 3:40 to play. And another 5-for-5 swap here for the Cougars. Joey O'Daniel, Anna Stone, Alyssa Civitak, Kaylee Eisenbraun, and Abby Rogehair are the 5 on the floor now for the Cougars. Eisenbraun to Stone out on the right wing. Skip pass up to the top of the key. O'Daniel feeds in low to Civitak. 3 ball for Stone here from the right side is no good. Carly Leafgreen will take the rebound. Kadoka Arias hit the 3 very, very well tonight. Lob pass to the top of the key, but it's taken away. Civitak comes out of there with it. Turnover number 11 for the Lady Buffaloes. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. Stone will try another 3. This one is good. Anna Stone. Anna's a senior. We've seen her playing volleyball and basketball the last few years. All she does is contribute. This is a young lady who contributes in a lot of intangible ways. She is a senior leader and doesn't really care how much she gets on the board, but does get a 3-pointer here. She has 5 points. Tibbs drives in the baseline. Shot is blocked. Coming out of there with it are the Cougars. They work it down low. Civitak backs away. Shot up a little bit short. Off the front of the rim down to Carly Leafgreen. And the Lady Buffs will head back left to right as we've switched directions here in the second half. 2 minutes to go, third period. 62-20, Kadoka leading. They have a 7-4 scoring advantage so far here in the third when the clock has been running continuously with a mercy rule. And Jada Tibbs misses the left side layup. Carly Leafgreen had an offensive rebound. A whistle is called, or a whistle is blown because Jada Tibbs lost her glasses. And it appears Stanley County will get to keep the basketball. Leaf Green and a couple others check out. Stanley County going to start to get some new people in here as well. Stroop still in there. She'll inbound. She will find Shaylee Topol. Cedar Scott still in there as well. Tatum Bush also, but Kylie Heesen has just checked in for the first time, a 5'8 junior. Scott for 3, right side. A little too strong off the mark, no good. Solon unable to keep it alive, and Stanley County will get another chance on this possession. And again, with the mercy rule scoring in effect, the clock runs here as the Lady Buffs will inbound. Ball is tipped by Lavin Bent, and she gets it into the hands of a teammate, Jade Hutchinson, the other way, and is cleanly blocked by Taylor Stroop. Should be called for the travel, as it turns out. So the teams will trade turnovers here. And with 30 seconds to go in the third, Stanley County can play the clock down if they want to try to get one last shot, but they'll just take offense wherever and whenever they can. The give and go. Bush to Stroop is Tatum Bush with the lob pass and the handoff to Taylor Stroop, who had a quick first step and drives and hits. Now a three to close out the quarter, and it is Lavin Bent. I'll tell you what, Lavin, a strong inside player, but had a sweet stroke on the outside shot as well. And on the Wagner Auto scoreboard, third quarter complete. Kadoka area 65, Stanley County 22. It's Wagner Auto of Pierre, the one place to go. 60-second break. We're back for the fourth. This is Lady Buffalo basketball with Kadoka area on KGFX.
As one of Valspar's most advanced paint and primer products, Valspar Pristine offers luxurious color, single coat coverage, and an extra advantage, clean science technology. Pristine was specifically engineered to repel dirt and resist stains, so it retains a smooth, clean finish over the years, even after repeated washing and scrubbing. Stop by Fromm's Hardware and Plumbing in Kadoka and see their fine display of new Valspar Pristine paint available in matte, satin, or gloss finish.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hardware Hank.
Looking to do good this holiday season, but never seem to have any extra cash? Owyhee Federal Credit Union has you covered. If you have a loan with us, for a small fee, you can skip one or all of your loan payments for either the month of November, December, or January. A portion of that fee will go to support a local charity. Just one way you can help us make our community a better place. Stop in and see us at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
Quick start to our fourth quarter. Welcome back to Kadoka area as the Cougars had the first possession. Alyssa Civitak inside, feeds underneath to Kaylee Eisenbraun, who puts it up and in for two. Cougars outscored the Lady Buffaloes 10-6 in the third period on a running clock. And the Lady Buffs will cough one up here as a pass goes through the hands of Carly Leafgreen and out of bounds. It was 55-16 at the half, now 67-22. Kadoka area in good shape to win their fifth straight. Stanley County would fall to 1-5, but still a full fourth quarter to go. Civitak hits one from 8 or 9 feet out in front of the basket. And a pass that gets away on the far side. Another turnover by the Lady Buffs. It'll be interesting to see what Kadoka area can get done this season. A team that has made the Sodax 16. Last year they lost by 2 points to an undefeated Faith team out in Spearfish. Here's Joey O'Daniel, left-handed attempt up, no good, but Kaylee Eisenbraun with the offensive rebound and the putback. And the Lady Buffaloes heading back left to right. Scott to Tibbs. Jada on the drive again. Kicks out Heesen. Now up top. Bush for an open three. Too strong once again. And the rebound is tipped. Eisenbraun picks it up. Lost a handle on the dribble momentarily, but gets it back. Stone inside to Civitak. Outside. Eisenbraun. 3-ball no good. Anna Stone will run down the loose ball. Back inside they go. Civitak feeds to the left block, and Rogehair might have been tripped up, but loses a handle on it. That's not Rogehair, actually. That is Eve Patterson, a 5'5 junior, just checked in for Kadoka area for the first time tonight. So the Lady Buffaloes with it again. 5.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. 71-22, all Cougars in this one. Scored 31 points in the first quarter alone. Bush finds Leafgreen underneath, but Civitak interrupts the shot. Clean block, and here come the Cougars. Civitak got the feed, but mishandles the dribble and is called for a travel. It's just the 10th turnover for the Cougars here today. Both teams making wholesale changes here. Bush, Heason, and Scott check out. Leaf Green will join them. Shaylee Topol, Carly O'Connor, Jordan Sosa come in, and they join the backcourt leaders with Jada Tibbs and Taylor Stroop, left to right across the timeline. New lineup in there for Kadoka area as well, but some standout players, Casey O'Daniel, and here's Carly O'Connor keeping a loose ball away, got it back to Shaylee Topol. Now fires a three, and a little indecision on that one, comes up short. Taken down by Lavin Bent. And the Lady Cougars with it again. 4:15, clock running here continuously in the fourth. Rebecca Shuck finds Bent, drives, but Topol closes it off. Now Bent loses her footing, but kicks it out. O'Daniel picks it up, fires a three on line, but off the front of the rim. Carly O'Connor with a rebound, and her dribble will be knocked out of bounds by Rebecca Shuck. It's just the third miss in 8 tries from long range for Casey O'Daniel here in this game. Stroop will get it in at half court to Jada Tibbs. Tibbs comes right side and then cuts back left. Back to Topol, open for three, but they'll let her have that one. Little strong off the glass and no good. Solon with the rebound for Kadoka area. Stanley County been trying the threes. Sometimes those are the most open shot opportunities you get. They hit 4 out of 13 for the first 3 quarters, but have missed 3 of them so far here in the fourth. 3:10 left. Another three, O'Daniel this time won't go. Rebound is tipped, but run down by Topol underneath the basket. As we hit the 3-minute mark in regulation. Lady Buffaloes kind of a tune-up tonight for their matchup against Highmore Herald tomorrow. Topol with a baseline drive. Almost got a reverse to go. Got her own rebound, but then loses it into the hands of Shuck. And here come the Cougars again. Jordan Sosa steps into the paint. She'll get a takeaway. Tibbs up ahead. Stroop for the layup is too strong, and it's no good, but Solon, nope, Bent trying to keep it alive, will knock it away out of bounds. Stanley County missed an opportunity there, and a nice defensive play by Jordan Sosa to start it up. Kadoka fans giving Bent and O'Daniel a nice hand, both with big nights. Bent with 20, O'Daniel with 15, all on the threes. Lady Buffs get it inside. Shot up too strong from close range, and the miss by Elle Holly, a 5'3" freshman who had just checked in. A lot of JVs will get playing time here for both teams. Now a skip pass across the way. Too tall for Patterson. Shuck with the miss there. Lady Buffaloes have Holly running the point. Kylie Heason back in. Kennedy Summers just checked in. Tried to set a screen, gets it back, and hits the three off the glass from up top. That's my favorite Chuck E. Cheese or Dave & Buster's game, is the basketball shooting game, but I always hit it off the square. 71-25, Kadoka area. Comfortably in front. Laney Blair in there. Shuck. Little bounce pass down low to Joey O'Daniel. That's a double dribble. Had to dribble it to get control of a bounce pass that was thrown at her feet. Clock running continuously with a final minute to go here in the fourth quarter. Full post game coming up, which will include the naming of tonight's player of the game, sponsored by Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Sometimes you get that clock running continuously. You don't get a lot of fouls called. We have a foul here on the Cougars, but it's only their second of the second half. Eve Patterson's first personal. Stanley County has not committed a foul in the second half. 30 seconds left. Holly inbounds. Summers with a quick fire 17-footer. It's up short. Push pass up ahead. Patterson tries a layup, no good, and it's picked up and put home by Laney Blair. Offensive rebound and another putback. for the JVs. Kadoka won the JV game 40-17 in a game that was 16-13 at the half. Final opportunity here as a miss for El Holly. Offensive rebound for Jordan Sosa, but she'll miss the putback. Might have gotten fouled, but it didn't matter. 73-25 is tonight's final score on the Wegner Auto scoreboard. That's sponsored by Wegner Auto Company and Pier. The one place to go. Kadoka area wins their 5th straight. They improved to 5-1. Stanley County falling to 1-5. We'll have a post game coming up in a couple of minutes. You're listening to high school basketball on 1060 KGFX and drgnews.com.
Each South Dakota farmer operates differently, and that means that ag insurance should be as unique as every farmer in the field. Fisher Rounds & Associates gets to know you and your operation before we find a policy. That way, we can make sure you have the coverage you need. Contact Fisher Rounds & Associates and see what it means to have us at your service and at your side. Fisher Rounds & Associates, serving South Dakota farmers with offices in Pierre, Mitchell, Watertown, Sioux Falls, and Rapid City.
If your checking account earns little or no interest and charges you ATM fees galore, isn't it time for a new checking account? At Bank West, E-Plus checking customers earn a great interest rate and never pay ATM fees. Can your current checking account do that? Switching to E-Plus is easy. Visit us online at bankwest-sd.bank or work with a friendly staff at one of our convenient locations. Bank West, convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Bottom Line Welding Service of Fort Pierre proudly sponsors this broadcast, wishing the Stanley County Buffaloes best of luck in sports and all of your activities. Bottom Line Welding offers on and off-site welding services, conveniently located at 1304 North Waldron in Fort Pierre. Contact Tim Hughes at 223-2063. That's 223-2063 for all of your welding needs. Go Buffaloes.
What does your morning sound like?
That's Daddy's little man. Morning, Day. Grabbed your usual from Mickey D's.
Here's to making your morning routine a little better with a delicious breakfast from McDonald's.
Get 2 delicious sausage McMuffin with egg sandwiches for just $4. At participating McDonald's cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Well, back in Kadoka, the very talented Kadoka Lady Cougars cruise to a 71-25 victory in this one, as they scored 31 points in the first quarter and never looked back. 31-10 at the end of one. In fact, a 24-6 advantage through the second period had the Cougars up 55-16 at intermission. And then, of course, the clock runs continuously through the second half with a 30-plus point margin. And just a 10-6 advantage for Kadoka in the third to make it 65-22, and a 6-3 scoring effort for Kadoka with the advantage in the fourth period. And our final score, 71-25. Kadoka shot 19 of 31 in the first half. They still go better, well, almost 50%. Well, a little less than that, but 7 of 17 with several people getting in on the act in that second half. They finished 26 of 48, well above 50%, and outside beyond the arc, 9 out of 15, which was 7 of 9 from three-point land in the first half. So they hit 2 of 6 in the second half, which any team would take as well. From the free throw line, 8 out of 13 for the Cougars. They have 3 double-figure scores, led by Lavin Bent with 20 points. Casey O'Daniel on the heels of 5 three-pointers with 15 on the night. And Kaylee Eisenbraun, the 5'7" senior, with 10 points overall this evening. Rebecca Shuck plays well off the bench. She gets 7 points. Alyssa Civitak also with 7. 5 points apiece for Jade Hutchinson and Anna Stone, and 2 points for Lainey Blair. A total of 71 for the Lady Cougars in this one. For Stanley County, tough to hit the shots tonight. Kadoka just a quick team, and tough for the guards especially to drive into the lane and try to get anything going. They only hit 3 of 19 shots unofficially in the second half. That's 8 for 38 on the game, including 5 of 17 from long range. Lady Buffaloes do hit 4 out of 10 free throws tonight. Taylor Stroop leads the way with 10 points. They'll get 5 from Jada Tibbs, all in the first quarter. Cedar Scott with 4 points. Kennedy Summers off the bench with a 3-pointer, and Carly Leafgreen was held in check tonight. She will finish with just 3 points for the Lady Buffaloes. 71-25 our final. Kadoka area dominates on the glass, 29-11 overall on the night, 13-3 on the offensive end. Lavin Bent checks in with 8 rebounds to lead the way unofficially. Stanley County does turn it over only 14 times, 8 of those, in fact, in the first quarter of play. Kadoka area with 13 giveaways, but Kadoka with a 15-6 advantage in the assist column. And the way they can move the ball around and run the transition, I think some very good things there for Kadoka area. They've got some good opportunities coming up over the course of this season, and I expect good things from them once we get to the postseason. So we wish them the best of luck the rest of the way. In this one, they get an easy win tonight, 71-25. A lot of players to talk about from the Cougars as far as player of the game nominees, and we'll talk about it. We'll hear from Bauman Lumber of Fort Pierre, who sponsors tonight's naming of our player of the game. That's coming up after this from Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials at affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road in Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Back to announce our player of the game, brought to you by Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. For the coming up short, Stanley County Lady Buffaloes, Taylor Stroop leads the way with 10 points, hit a couple of threes, and had some nice layups, and one of that last one on a give and go from Tatum Bush. Very nicely executed play. Taylor Stroop leads the Lady Buffaloes again with 10 points tonight, so we'll give her honorable mention here. But Kadoka area, who has a lot of people we could mention this evening, very good team effort. Everybody who saw action tonight seemed to contribute for Kadoka area, but 3 double-figure scorers, including Kaylee Eisenbraun with 10, Lavin Bent with 20. But really in this first quarter, when Kadoka area got off and running, it seemed to be the play of Casey O'Daniel, who had those 4 3-pointers to get things started. She had 12 points in the first quarter alone, although Lavin Bent had 12 in the first quarter as well, out of her 20 points on the night. But the 3-point shooting from Casey O'Daniel just, to me tonight, was on an individual basis the most impressive thing perhaps in this basketball game. She did miss 1 out of her last 5, but was 5 out of 7 at one point. And with those 15 points, Casey O'Daniel is tonight's Bauman Lumber player of the game. We'll get her a T-shirt noting her accomplishments tonight in the name of KGFX Sports and Bauman Lumber being tonight's Bauman Lumber player of the game. Casey O'Daniel and the Kadoka area Lady Cougars cruise in this one tonight, 71-25. Lady Cougars have a little wound in here to their new gym on Thursday. That'll be a tough ball game, but we wish them, again, the best of luck the rest of the way. Kadoka area hosts their Kadoka Classic in a week's time, actually next Saturday, something Stanley County used to come to a few years back, but Kadoka area usually gets Phillip and Timberlake and New Underwood here. Lower Brule, I believe, usually makes the trip, and maybe they've got Rapid City Christian or somebody like that coming this season, but that's speculation. But that will be next Saturday, a full day of basketball here in a nice place to watch basketball, the all-new Kadoka area high school gym. For Stanley County, again, tomorrow night, the Lady Buffs get right back at it. The boys will be alongside as well, as it's a girls and boys doubleheader. It'll be against Highmore Herald tomorrow night, and we'll have it for you on 94.5 KPLO. And again, game times will be late afternoon start for the first game of those two. Again, on KPLO, so Darren Boyle will have the call of that one. They list the games on the Activities Association site at 2 and 4:30 for the girls. So I believe 4:30 and 6 o'clock are the start times for those two games coming up tomorrow night on KPLO. Darren's pregame would start at about 4:10. Hope you can join him for that. The Buffs and Lady Buffs go to McLaughlin next Thursday in 2 games that will not be covered, but we will have them back here on KGFX with matchups at Potter County in a girls and boys doubleheader Tuesday night, January 8th. That is our next broadcast of Stanley County basketball here on KGFX, following the doubleheader on KPLO FM tomorrow from Parkview Gym. And again, 4:10 the start time on that. We do have Pure Lady Governor basketball next weekend as they host Rapid City Stevens on Friday night, Rapid City Central on Saturday afternoon. Make sure to remember on the way home, on your way to and from the games, and especially this holiday season, slow down and don't veer for deer. Stay alert. A reminder from the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, and of course, don't drink and drive, and buckle up every trip, every time. Stay safe through into the next year, all right? Our thanks to Jeff Duncan for running the show back in studio this evening as Kadoka area gets the victory and improving to 5-1. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Fromm's Hardware Hank of Kadoka, as well as by the Stanley County Booster Club, Avera St. Mary's Hospital, First Dakota National Bank, McDonald's, and by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, Bottom Line Welding, and Bank West in Pierre. Tonight's game sponsored also by the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, by the Boyd Gonzemius Agency, Teton River Traders Gun Shop, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Lynn's Dakota Mart, CHS Midwest Cooperatives, Bauman Lumber, and Wegner Auto in Pierre, the one place to go. Keep in mind, this game has been live streamed on our YouTube channel, youtube.com. Subscribe to the KGFX 1060 channel, and you can see and hear all of our broadcasts either live stream or, in this case for tonight's game, you can view it back on demand at youtube.com. For Jeff Duncan in studio, I'm Brian Oakland, KGFX Sports. Again, tonight's Wegner Auto final, Kadoka area defeating the Stanley County Lady Buffaloes 71-25. On behalf of all of our sports team and all of us at the Dakota Radio Group, happy holidays and happy New Year, everybody.